Well, happy fake Mother's Day. So you've probably seen in our other videos that Tess went back home to the Philippines to visit her parents. 34-hour travel time each way.
More or less.
Yeah, Buffalo to Atlanta, Atlanta to Seoul, South Korea, to Manila, and then a 6-hour drive to her parents. But she got home about 4 or 5 days ago, and you're still adjusting, aren't you?
Still jet lagged.
Yeah, still it's a 12-hour time difference. Today, this is Memorial Weekend, which we're celebrating, of course, but it's kind of our fake Mother's Day.
Never too late.
Yeah, because Tess wasn't here when it was Mother's Day. So, got her this. Amongst other things, this is a new birdhouse, which she's going to fill. And so we've also got a finch feeder, which has a very fine granular that only the finches can get the little tiny beaks through to get. We've got that hanging up over on the crimson maple tree, and we'll fill that as well. So this video, a little bit different than we've normally done. This is, I'm going to share my recipe for my world famous award-winning baby back ribs, smoked baby back ribs. I'm going to show you the recipe that I use and the cooking method that I use, and hey, the family seems to enjoy it, and hopefully your family will too. I do not do them on a grill, I do them on a smoker. My master-built smoker that I've had for 4 or 5, 6 years, whatever. I use only hickory chips. I don't like anything with ribs or say with a pork shoulder other than hickory. I'll sometimes use mesquite with chicken, but our personal preference is the hickory chips for the ribs. So we'll do that. We'll get them all seasoned up. They're going to marinate for 24 hours. I like to make my ribs and my baked beans a day ahead of time because like spaghetti sauce and chili, those are 2 dishes in my opinion that get better with time. So let's get the birdhouse hung, and then we'll show our viewers how we do our ribs. Okay. Nothing wild, nothing crazy. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, chili powder, smoked paprika. To me, it's important that the paprika be smoked. Cumin, a little bit of cumin, some apple cider vinegar, and some brown sugar. So this is how I prepare it. Okay, so the first thing is, and I just unpacked these ribs were cryo packed, and they are baby back ribs. I've used the same method for beef ribs and for the big pork ribs, and it works just fine. So the first thing is salt, and by the way, this is the back side of the ribs. There really is no silver skin, actually a little bit here. So what I do is I just take a knife and I make some cuts down the back of the silver skin. Most of it has been removed. For instance, if you look at the difference in this one and this one, there's no silver skin here, and a little bit on this one. So I just make some lateral cuts with the paring knife. And so I've dried them. And so next we're gonna go with the salt. And I like to use kosher salt. But on the back side, I will not put the paprika, I will not put the chili powder or the garlic powder. I'm only going to go with salt and pepper on the backside. I have found that if I use those other spices, it'll burn on the backside. So, got salt on, and now we're just going with pepper. Normally, I like to use just ground up peppercorns. I just don't have any at this time. So now, that's it for that side. Flip them over. And again, I want to kind of pat them dry. And we're going to go first, again, with salt and pepper. All right, now we're going to go with some garlic powder, and we're going to be rather liberal with it. I don't have exact quantities for you. Whenever I'm seasoning something, I kind of like to do it as if I was going to sit down and eat it. How much would I put on? Now we're going with chili powder. And now paprika, again smoked paprika, and cumin. I like to put cumin on sparingly. I think that it's an important ingredient to have, but I don't like things that are real strong with cumin flavor. Now, something you guys might find weird is I'm going to put on some apple cider vinegar. This gives it a little bit of a tang, and I'm not putting a lot. It's going to kind of marinate for the next 24 hours. And then lastly, something a little controversial, but is going to be brown sugar. Now, one of the reasons that you don't put barbecue sauce on the ribs right away is because the sugar will burn. Well, you might say, then why are you putting this on? The first 2 hours, I'm going to go it's going to be straight onto the smoker. And then I press them down. The second 2 hours, it's going to be in foil. And I found that I can get away with this. It puts a little bit of a sweet crust on your ribs. And the 4-hour temperature that I'm using, it seems to work okay with it. While we're at it, let me show you how I throw together the baked beans. Again, because I want to make them today because they're going to marinate overnight and be even better tomorrow. I'm going to slow cook these probably 8 hours tomorrow. Brown sugar. All right, so the first thing is, let me get some salt in it. This is something you certainly don't want to over salt. Again, a little bit of cumin, some Worcestershire. I'm going to say probably in this batch, probably about a tablespoon, and about the same with apple cider vinegar. Hot sauce obviously is to taste. I don't want these hot, but I want them with some flavor in them. So about so. And some minced garlic. So again, garlic is to taste. That's about a tablespoon of minced garlic. And now I'm going to put the liquid smoke on. Shake it up good. And that's it. And lastly, we like our beans sweet. 2 more ingredients I forgot to mention, one of which is going to be honey. It's going to add, of course, a sweetness, but a little bit different. And then some maple syrup. So it's going to have a sweetness to it, but not like the same flavor of one particular sweetener, not all brown sugar. It's going to have some honey, going to have the maple syrup, going to have the brown sugar. And then we just give it a stir. We're going to lay all this bacon over the top. So I'm going to cook this, I'm going to bake it actually in the oven. Certainly could do it on the smoker, but I'm going to do this in the oven at about 215 degrees. Now we're also going to have sweet corn, and then for dessert, strawberry shortcake. Found some nice strawberries. So obviously all this pork fat is going to drip into the beans and just make them very, very happy. You reach that okay? Yeah, you're going to have to tilt it a little bit. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So it's about a half hour or so till I put the ribs on. And what I like to do is to get the smoker heated up and kind of establish the temperature, which is going to be about 220, 225 degrees. So I'm turning it on now. I do have water in the water bath. That's really, really important. That keeps the humidity level up and will help your meat not to dry out. I've also got the hickory chips soaking. I like to soak them for half hour, 45 minutes or so. That, of course, gives you your smoke. You're not burning the chips as much as extracting the smoke out of them, and of course that gives you your flavor. I'll only add chips for the first 2 hours. I found if you add chips throughout the entire process, you can actually make the meat a little bitter. I'll probably do that about 3 times during that 2-hour period. Okay, it is time. So here's the ribs. Been marinating now for about 24 hours. So we're gonna get those on and get some wood in the smoker. Best smell in the world. I swear, if they made men's cologne that smelled like hickory, I'd buy it. I don't think Tess would like it, but I would. Running a little bit hot. Gonna turn it down, try to get the temperature stabilized. Now you can also control your temperature with this vent back here. You can close it or open it. Right now I'm opening it because I want it to cool down. Alright, so we're maintaining about 225 degrees. It's been exactly 1 hour, and we're going to reverse the order that the ribs are sitting. So these are going to go up to the top. And that's what they look like so far. Oops. This. And I will probably only put chips on one more time. Again, I don't want to get the meat bitter. It's amazing how fast they clear this feeder out. We've got a lot of finches. And also, finches are absolutely beautiful. There's all different colors. We really love the yellow finches. They're absolutely beautiful. Underneath this crimson maple seems to be great. Okay, I've made my own barbecue sauce many times. Didn't have time this time. This is Sweet Baby Ray's. I have found, and my kids notice the difference, this is the best barbecue sauce on the market, in my opinion. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I pulled everything off. They've been on the smoker for 2 hours, and I'm gonna put a lot of barbecue sauce on the ribs. They are done. Well, I'm pretty happy with them. They look delicious. And here's hoping your family has a wonderful Memorial Day. Thanks for being with us.